Tanzania, Africa, is a country of beauty. Enterprising people, rich traditions, exotic wildlife, stable government, and a nation of faith. But Tanzania is one of the poorest countries in the world, with few natural resources, poor climate for farming, high unemployment, insufficient health care, poor nutrition, and a short life expectancy. For Tanzanian children born with a physical disability, conditions are even more severe. A handicapped child such as Maria, Esther, Pedro, and Corneli is often viewed as cursed and destined to a life of dependence, isolation, and hopelessness. This is the story of the Faraja Primary School for children with physical disabilities. The Faraja mission is to provide handicapped children with education, compassion, medical treatment, and an opportunity for a lifetime of purpose and self-sufficiency. And Faraja is also a story of dreams.
My name is Lazaro.
My name is Jennifer George.
I want to be a doctor. I like to be a teacher.
I like to be a doctor like my father.
Here are the stories of 3 children who have found their way to Faraja. We first met Corneli in 2006 when he was examined by a physician at his village home during a mission immersion trip to Tanzania. Corneli was born with spina bifida and paralyzed below the waist and totally incontinent. He lived most of his life lying in bed, isolated from other children. With the support of a donor, Corneli spent most of 2007 receiving major medical treatment for a serious groin area infection. After lengthy medical treatment, loving support from his mother, and with a prescribed wheelchair, he was able to enter Faraja in 2008. Like all the children at Faraja, Corneli has chores and many friends. In June 2008, we first met Esther with her mother, sitting by the side of a dirt road, hoping for a chance to enroll at Faraja. Esther was born without legs and was totally dependent upon her mother and had little interaction with other children. After meeting with Esther, it was very evident that she was an intelligent, loving, and inspirational girl. She joined kindergarten in January 2009 after being fitted for a wheelchair. Esther gained acceptance from her fellow students and has embraced the Faraja environment that has allowed her to gain her independence. She is a top student and actively involved in all aspects of the school. Esther loves school, loves her classmates, and loves being a real person. I want you to meet the principal staff members and let them tell you the story of Faraja in their own words.
My name is Pastor Laban Kileo. I am a teacher also by profession, and I have been here since the dedication of the school, which was done on July 2001.
Students live in dormitories and share in the responsibilities of cleaning, washing, cooking, and doing the dishes. At Faraja, the children learn to rely on themselves and each other, earning self-respect and dignity. Physical limitations become a part of everyday life, not a barrier to life.
Disability is not inability. Give a disabled person an opportunity to study and he can do wonders.
My name is Senorina Laurent, and I am occupational therapist at Faraja School. I like occupational therapist because I like working with people with disabilities, helping them, being with them, especially children. We have a lot of children with congenital malformation of the bones. For example, brittle bones, spinal bifida, cerebral palsy, diplegia. Here at Faraja School, they get physical therapy, make sure that they are becoming independent in all activities. Independence is very important, not only for children, for everybody, because no one will be depending for another person to do activities. These children, they are prepared to become independent. They have to live independent life. They don't need someone to dress for them, someone to wash for them, someone to do anything for them. Everything they have to do themselves. In our country, we are using hand activities. We are not using machine like developed countries. So we are training them to become independent. Faraja School has helped these children to become more independent. With exercises, with devices, the Faraja School has helped them to move from one step to another. Others were crawling, but they are walking now. So Faraja School, they have done something big for them with the Faraja sponsors. All I have is to thank for those who are helping these students.
Faraja funds medical treatment and physical therapy to help transition our students to a future where the world is not handicapped accessible.
We are very thankful this young boy can walk. If we wouldn't have, if we take out of this leg now, the child would be physically disabled.
The healthcare system in Tanzania has its limitations, but for a modest amount of money, it is possible to completely change the lives of these handicapped children.
My name is Emmanuel Adolph Nguvava. I'm the director of Faraja Primary School for disabled children. Faraja is cultivating 20 acres, producing maize and beans as food for our students here, so that all vegetables eaten in their meals come from their own garden. The keeping of chicks and cows. We have 6 acres of chili farm, onion, and this year we've been able to cultivate 26 acres of maize.
My name is Goodluck Emmanuel Nko. I'm a social worker. I'm working here in Faraja with children with physical disabilities. Here in Faraja, we need those with physical disabilities, but they are capable of learning. We have been able to give the children the right education and skills and knowledge to work in their home situations or in their families. We have only 2 schools in our country for this kind of school which teaches children with disabilities.
Tanzania is an agricultural country, with agriculture comprising over 60% of the economy. It is likely that many of Faraja's students will find the greatest opportunity in specialized areas of agriculture, such as growing crops or raising animals on a very small scale. However, there is very little agricultural training for the physically disabled. As a result, the Faraja Fund Foundation has begun to invest in agricultural programs right here on the grounds of the Faraja School. The Faraja Farm provides income and food for the school, but more importantly, it is a training ground for future careers in agriculture. Many of the students enthusiastically take part in the farm program. They help to plant, weed, water, and harvest crops of all kinds. A generous grant from a global corporation helped fund the farm's irrigation system, including an 80-foot deep well, this water storage tank, and a drip irrigation system. The farm also has a large storage building and drying areas to prepare and store crops for sale at market. This is the Faraja chicken coop, also made possible through the support of generous donors. The chicken coop is a commercial-grade operation, having nearly 500 egg-laying hens. The coop has been built to be handicap accessible. Many students participate in feeding the hens and collecting and sorting 300 eggs on a daily basis. A number of students have been trained by the farm manager to care for, feed, and milk the cows on a daily basis. We are hopeful that this training and experience will enable some of Faraja's graduates to successfully own and operate small-scale chicken or cow projects in the future. For some students, their physical limitations make farm labor impractical, So the farm program includes classroom training for simple farm accounting or crop management. But the Faraja students are incredibly courageous young people. They have already overcome tremendous obstacles. The drive and success they are proving in their early years will serve them well in their future lives as they strive to become full and productive members of their communities.
Faraja School was founded in the year 2000 and continues to provide an opportunity for physically disabled children to receive a good education. However, our relationships extend well beyond the children and their school and the farm. So, let me take you on a quick trip beyond the school. First, we worship at a Maasai tribe Christian church. Then off to an orphanage for children whose ages range from day 1 until age 3. Next, here is the Maasai home of Lakwi, a student at Faraja School. His mother is the first of her husband's 3 Maasai wives. Then off to visit the homes of 2 very special disabled friends. Maria, now 26, sits in her wheelchair but is always smiling. Emmanuel is 27. He too sits in his chair and is cared for by his father. No trip is complete without a visit to Mount Kilimanjaro as well as to an animal safari. Mount Kilimanjaro is the world's tallest freestanding volcanic mountain. Our safaris include Ngorongoro Crater Park, which is home to thousands of animals living on the floor of this huge extinct volcano. The vast Serengeti Park hosts over 1 million animals. Smaller Lake Manyara Park also offers a close-up of a variety of animals. Of course, we don't leave the country without bargaining for souvenirs. We encourage our supporters and friends to visit Faraja and northern Tanzania. It's truly a land of beauty and wonder. But most important is the impact that the Faraja students have on the visitors from America, such as Jeff, Hunter, Pastor Melissa, and Michelle. Some visitors join our mission to support the Faraja School, and we're grateful for those who do. But our message isn't to ask you to be a donor to Faraja. It's for you to find a mission that moves you, where you can make a difference in someone's life, where you take action and go beyond good intentions. Most of you have already done or are right now doing this. This is Don's and my story, and we're grateful for this opportunity to share it with you.
Through the Faraja Fund Foundation, we provide the education, the medical treatment, and the occupational therapy. And after they graduate from primary school, we continue to support these children through secondary school and vocational training. Our goal is for these young adults to achieve their dreams and live full and abundant lives.